So this controller right here is the new SF30 Pro or SN30 Pro from 8BitDo. So one of the beauties of this controller here is that it's compatible with Windows, Mac, Linux, Raspberry Pi, Steam, and also the Nintendo Switch. But I've had a little bit of time to play around with it, and I just want to give you my thoughts and why this is okay, but probably not the best controller for the Nintendo Switch. Stick around, because it's TechWizTime. Hey guys, Jonathan here with TechWizTime, where I create technology tutorial and review videos. In this particular video, I'm going to be looking at the SF30 Pro, or its other one, which is the SN30 Pro. Now, I've had this one for a little while. I've had it since launch, and I've had a little bit of time to play around with it. Hence why I'm just making this video now, because I wanted to give you my thoughts on why this may not be the best controller for the Nintendo Switch. So first off the bat, it is actually better than its cousin, the NES30 Pro. I actually really enjoy the feel of this. It's got two triggers. It's got the L1 and L2, whereas this one has the L1 and L2, but this one actually has them up on top of each other. So you've got L1, L2, and then R1, R2, which does make a difference, especially with this guy here, because it's got the L1 on the outside, then the L2 on the inside. So not the same sort of feeling. One of the other benefits that this controller in particular has over the NES30 Pro is that on the back, this just has the information about the controller itself, whereas this one here actually has how to change the modes, which in my opinion is something that was missing from these controllers for such a long time. Trying to remember, oh that's right, you got to press this key and, this button and this button. You don't remember that sort of thing on the fly, whereas now you just got to turn the controller over and you can see how to sync it to Android, how to sync it to your Mac or Windows PC, and also how to sync it to the Switch. The other cool thing with this one is that it's now USB-C, so you can actually charge it via a USB-C cable or your Nintendo Switch itself. The old one was just micro USB, so yeah, USB-C, it's the new thing. And to be honest, I love USB-C cables more than the micro USB. It's just so much easier. You don't have to figure out which way is which, and basically it just plugs in. The micro USB just feels like it's gonna break. The buttons and analog sticks feel amazing as always, just like, even better probably than the NES30 Pro. Actually, yeah, I've got to say, it feels like they're better quality in the SF30 Pro. So to show you a little bit, I can't see if I'm controlling him or not, but I think I'm going to walk off an edge or something. Let's do a couple of jumps, move around. So one of the things, I don't know if you can hear that or not, the rumble in there is really, really full on. Like, I'm used to the rumble on the Switch. It's really light and sort of, it just gives you the idea that something's up. This thing here, it doesn't matter how light or how heavy it wants to rumble. It's just like in your face. And to be honest, with a brand new baby trying to play this and it's just going, it wakes him up. So this one definitely, the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, the rumble in those are a lot better. Like, it just feels more quality. This one here just feels like someone's picked up a I don't know, can of rocks or something and is like that. Yeah, not my cup of tea at all. So that's one of the downsides of this. The other thing as well is that I've noticed that when we initially got it, it was desyncing from the Switch itself. And I think this was just a firmware issue because I haven't seen it since, but it was still an issue. And it's like, well, hang on, it's a, quite an expensive controller and it's still not working properly. Why is that? But obviously they have updated the firmware and it looks like for now that the problems have been fixed. So in saying all those things, the SF30 Pro controller is a really, really nice controller. I love it. It's one of those things that just feels like the old Super Nintendo, controller. It's got the extra buttons on there so you can play the latest games either on Steam or on Raspberry Pi or the Nintendo Switch. It's got the motion controls in there as well. That's another huge plus for the Switch. You can be aiming in Zelda, your bow and so forth, and get that spot on. And it's also got the buttons on there for home and also to take a picture. So the extra functionality is in this controller specifically for the Nintendo Switch, which I think is great. But in saying that, personally, I would spend a little bit more cash and probably get the Nintendo Pro controller. That's just my opinion, obviously, but if it's purely for the Nintendo Switch that you're looking for this for, then it may not be the best choice. However, if it's something that you're looking to use with your Nintendo Switch and your Steam library and maybe Raspberry Pi as well, then for sure, this is a great all-round controller. And I'd recommend it to anyone out there. So as always, links for this will be down in the description below where you can buy it on Amazon or eBay. Do you want to see more great technology gadget reviews and tutorials? Then make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit the bell icon for email notifications. Did you like this video? Then make sure you give it a big thumbs up and also check out my Patreon campaign if you love what I'm doing here. You can help out the channel by sharing this video on social media platforms like Reddit or Facebook groups. And don't forget to check out these other videos that I've created here as well. And as always, imagine, learn, create.